Hello everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. As sun sets in Los Angeles, Edge lets Brooke know that Carter double-crossing him was like a blade in my heart. He discusses how Carter is an honest, upstanding man. Of course, there was that entire Quinn undertaking. Play on words planned, yet Edge expected that was only a goof. Perhaps not. Perhaps that is what his identity is. The fashioner reflects, miserable that his buddy discarded everything. Also, Trust can seek her retribution on Steffi and the remainder of the Foresters. He's taking a chance with everything for the love of your girl. Edge clears up for Brooke precisely what went down among him and Carter. Indeed, even with all that he did to me, that he did to us, I actually cherished him, concedes Edge, saying he gave him an exit plan. Yet, all things being equal, he picked to remain by Trust. That shows where his faithfulness lies, he muses. It's not with this organization. It's not to me. It's with your little girl. Carter shows up at the lodge. Let Trust know that he can't quit seeing the vibe of shock and frustration in Edge's eyes. Trust apologizes for her mother having run directly to Edge, yet Carter will not hear it. That was the gamble they were taking. Yet he knows his relationship with Edge won't ever go back. Carter says it was one thing to have the desk work drawn up, yet one more to manage Edge's response. He demands he's not distraught at Brooke. She cherishes you very much as I do, he says, adding Brooke was simply acting as a concerned mother. The most terrible piece for Carter. Managing Edge's mistake. Carter uncovers to his woman love that Edge gave him an exit plan. He failed to remember all that had occurred depending on the prerequisite that he end things with Trust. Edge needs you back, reflects Trust, saying that shows exactly that he means a lot to Edge and the organization. Talking about the bet, Carter recognizes that he assumed he was making the best choice. She, thusly, vows not to blame him for it, assuming he returns. However, Carter says he turned it down. I would rather not be in that frame of mind without you in it, Trust. This is our start, not our end. I told you. I'll never abandon you. Taylor rises up out of the youngster's room to let Steffi know that the children conked out after one story. In reality, 4 pages into it, they wonder about the energy kids have, including that they, in addition to side, they, as grown-ups, get to drink espresso. Steffi is grateful for her mother assisting, considering that Finn is working a late shift at the emergency clinic. Steffi evokes a commitment from Taylor that she's staying put. Steffi says the children love Taylor, and Taylor says she reveres the children. In a little while, Steffi is doing her typical not really unobtrusive matchmaking by hyping up Edge. Taylor calls her girl out on it affectionately. Steffi demands that is not what she's doing, however, at that point, adds that when Edge and Taylor are together, everyone sees the flash between them, including Brooke. Steffi realizes they're together, however, asks the million-dollar inquiry. Why haven't Brooke and Edge remarried? I realize you needn't bother with the man in your life, says Steffi, yet on the off chance that you did it, couldn't be father. See, says Taylor, she's cheerful, Edge is blissful, as per Brooke, at any rate. The mother and little girl concurred that Edge won't ever have with Brooke what he had with Taylor. One thing Brooke and Taylor share, practically speaking. We both love our kids and grandkids profoundly, says Tay-Tay. Family is as critical to Brooke for all intents and purposes to me. Steffi calls attention to that it didn't prevent Brooke from flipping around their lives. Eventually, be that as it may, Taylor appreciates the recollections she and Edge shared, yet everybody has continued on. She will screw up, predicts Steffi. She generally does. Text peruses, buy into cleansers striking and lovely bulletin. Get letting it be known alarms, day-to-day recaps, elite meetings, and spoilers sent directly to your inbox. How often, Steffi asks, has Brooke attempted to make a relationship work with father? Taylor pursues the more responsible option, saying perhaps this time will be the appeal. That is truly charming, grinds Steffi jokingly, that you're attempting to pull for Brooke and father. That's what Taylor concedes, establishing may be serious areas of strength for two-word, however says her life is full, and she's not waiting around trusting that the relationship will go to pieces. All things considered, it's inevitable. In the last minutes, Brooke takes a stab at rejecting that trust was behind Carter's activities. Edge, notwithstanding, calls attention to that Steffi had been proposing that was occurring for quite a long time. According to Clearly, they maintained it mystery with the goal that they could assume control over the organization. Your little girl played this impeccably, Edge announces. Trust transformed Carter into an individual I don't perceive. Simultaneously, Trust is attempting to alter Carter's perspective, just to be stunned when he uncovers that, like her, he's been terminated. You've been violated, and I wasn't going to withdraw. Carter says, I love you. I'm profoundly enamored with you, so I can lose my employment. I can lose my companion. Is it simple? No, Trust, it harms like heck. It does. Yet our adoration is more remarkable than anything. I won't ever abandon you. Furthermore, I don't have the foggiest idea what's in store. Might it be said that we will take over Forrester? Is it safe to say that we will be untouchables? I don't have any idea. However, we will do it together. As the music expands and we blur to dark, both of them share an energetic kiss. As night falls in Los Angeles, Ridge tells Brooke that Carter betraying him was like a knife in my heart. He talks about how Carter is an upstanding man of integrity. Sure, there was that whole Quinn affair. Pun intended, but Ridge assumed that was just a slip-up. Maybe not. Maybe that's who he is. The designer reflects, sad that his pal threw everything away. Also, Hope can get her revenge on Steffi and the rest of the Forresters. He's risking everything, all for the love of your daughter. Ridge explains to Brooke exactly what went down between him and Carter. Even with everything he did to me, that he did to us, I still loved him, admits Ridge, saying he gave him a way out. But instead, he opted to stand by Hope. That shows where his loyalty lies, he muses. It's not with this company. It's not to me. It's with your daughter. Carter arrives at the cabin, telling Hope that he can't stop seeing the look of shock and disappointment in Ridge's eyes. Hope apologizes for her mom having run straight to Ridge, but Carter won't hear it. That was the risk they were taking. But he knows his relationship with Ridge will never be the same. Carter says it was one thing to have the paperwork drawn up, but another to deal with Ridge's reaction. He insists he's not mad at Brooke. She loves you just like I do, he says, adding Brooke was just behaving as a concerned mom. The worst part of all for Carter, dealing with Ridge's disappointment, Carter reveals to his lady love that Ridge gave him a way out. He'd forget everything that had happened on the condition that he end things with Hope. Ridge wants you back, reflects Hope, saying that shows just how important he is to Ridge and the company. Speaking of the gamble, Carter acknowledges that he thought he was doing the right thing. She, in turn, promises not to hold it against him if he goes back. But Carter says he turned it down. I don't want to be in a world without you in it, Hope. This is our beginning, not our end. I told you, I will never give up on you. Taylor emerges from the children's bedroom to tell Steffi that the kids conked out after one story. Actually, 4 pages into it, they marvel at the energy children have, adding that on the plus side, they, as adults, get to drink coffee. Steffi is thankful for her mom helping out, given that Finn is working a late shift at the hospital. Steffi elicits a promise from Taylor that she's not going anywhere. Steffi says the kids adore Taylor, and Taylor says she adores the kids. Before long, Steffi is doing her usual not-so-subtle matchmaking by talking up Ridge. Taylor calls her daughter out on it lovingly. Steffi insists that's not what she's doing, but then adds that when Ridge and Taylor are together, everybody sees the spark between them, including Brooke. Steffi knows they're together, but asks a million-dollar question. Why haven't Brooke and Ridge remarried? I know you don't need a man in your life, says Steffi, but if you did, would it be Dad? Look, says Taylor, she's happy. Ridge is happy, according to Brooke anyway. The mother and daughter agreed that Ridge will never have with Brooke what he had with Taylor. One thing Brooke and Taylor have in common: we both love our children and grandchildren deeply, says Tay-Tay. Family is as important to Brooke as it is to me. Steffi points out that it didn't stop Brooke from turning their lives upside down. Ultimately, however, Taylor cherishes the memories she and Ridge shared, but everyone has moved on. She's going to mess up, predicts Steffi. She always does. Text reads, subscribe to Soap's Bold and Beautiful newsletter. Get breaking news alerts, daily recaps, exclusive interviews, and spoilers sent straight to your inbox. How many times, Steffi asks, has Brooke tried to make a relationship work with Dad? Taylor takes the high road, saying maybe this time will be the charm. That's really cute, smiles Steffi mockingly, that you're trying to root for Brooke and Dad. Taylor admits that rooting might be too strong a word, but says her life is full and she's not standing around waiting for the relationship to fall apart. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.